A big name, a special name has been linked to the U.S. head coaching job. Jose Mourinho, that's right, is reportedly high up on U.S. Soccer's list of candidates to potentially replace Berhalter. This according to The Sun. Take it for what it's worth. The 59-year-old has never managed at the international level, though he has expressed interest in it. He is currently at Roma in Serie A. Herc, what do you think? Is Jose Mourinho a realistic target for U.S. soccer?
I actually said this was my possibility when you did this exercise about your dream coach, your possibility, and your security blanket.
And I said you were crazy. I said you were crazy because I thought it was a reach. I thought it was a dream. Now, but you had it in the possible category.
Now check this out, okay? This is a very pragmatic coach who's won everything. Everywhere he's been, he has won. The U.S. men's national team pool has players that can do well in a pragmatic system like Jose Mourinho himself deploys. The thing here is, does he have any desire to actually go to the U.S. men's national team? Well, maybe he does. Producer Beto, can we pull up the quote? Because this is Jose Mourinho, okay, not long ago, talking about this U.S. men's national team setup. I see myself coaching a club team, coaching the national team, helping develop soccer in the U.S. When I'm tired of winning things in Europe, not won too much in Europe lately, it's something I want to do. I want to coach the Portugal national team. Well, he denied them just recently. And I want to work in the United States. You can have that. You can have your cake and eat it too with this U.S. men's national team. A 2026 World Cup. Jose Mourinho. That setup, that system. And what's best? You could be damn well sure he's not going to be answering the phone, picking up overbearing parents' phone calls. None of that. And also, there is a sector of the fan base and maybe some players who think certain players are untouchable. And maybe they are. Hierarchies exist in world football. I understand that. But Jose Mourinho comes in that door, everybody is on their heels. Ears are perked up, and nobody is safe.
So I love it. I love it. If it's true, if Ernie Stewart is really making contact with guys like Zinedine Zidane and Jose Mourinho, even if they don't come to manage the national team, it's good to have those conversations. It shows a lot of ambition here for U.S. soccer. As far as whether it's realistic, currently he's at Roma. He's got a contract at Roma through 2024. But let's be honest about Jose Mourinho, especially if we look at his more recent jobs and how they ended. I'm talking about Spurs. I'm talking about United. I'm talking about Chelsea the second time. Yeah. One, the jobs last around 2 years. Yeah. So he's coming up on his 2-year anniversary here in the summer with Roma. And two, he talks his way out of them, and he talks his way out of them quick. So Roma right now, right in the Champions League race, I think they're 4th in Serie A. Let's say they miss out on Champions League. He goes ballistic in the spring, talks his way out of it, and he's a free agent come the summer. Are you willing to wait until the summer for Jose Mourinho?
I don't think you have to wait till the summer for Jose Mourinho. Reports were that the Portuguese national team were actually willing to let him coach Roma and do the Portuguese national team in FIFA fixture dates. I think you could easily do the same in the meantime. Okay. In the meantime, until you work out a compromise, gearing up to 2026. Listen, U.S. soccer literally was willing to lose 13 months with Dave Sarachan at the helm to let Greg Berhalter coach the Columbus Crew? You think they're not going to let Jose Mourinho coach Roma? If they want to, they being U.S. soccer, and Jose Mourinho is willing to do both at the same time, it can happen. I see no reason why not. This is still Jose Mourinho. Listen, you said no to the Portuguese national team. There's a reason for that. It's just because you don't want to be the guy who has Cristiano in those later years, that transitional period, or is it because you don't want to coach national team right now? It's a different game.
You mentioned Berhalter. You were very critical of Greg Berhalter's style and the way his teams played.
I was critical of
as
style?
The national team manager. Yes. No. You always criticize the style, the way it looks,
execution,
las formas. They have this golden generation. He should be getting more out of them. Are you okay with this golden generation playing Jose Mourinho style? You going to be okay with that, and you think American fans be okay with that?
You are insane if you think Jose Mourinho is a step down for this U.S. men's national team pool, because that's how you're framing this question. If you think Jose Mourinho isn't good enough for this U.S. men's national team pool...
Stop. You clearly misunderstood the question.
No,
then.
I understood the question perfectly.
Let me ask you this. Do you have a problem with the U.S. playing the way that Jose Mourinho loves to play with his ultra-talented generation of young players? You got a problem with it?
Ask the question one more time, because I want you to listen to yourself when you're just... I have no issue with this U.S. men's national team, these players playing that way, because Jose Mourinho is by far and away the most talented person ever associated with the U.S. men's national team set up as a coach. That's just a reality. Look at everything he's won. That's a reality. As a coach, nobody's resume comes next to this. And we're talking about very few in the world you can match up next to him. Now, if you want to apologize or retract what you just said,
style doesn't matter. Formas don't matter here on Futbol Americas.
If you want to, I will give you one chance to retract
Herculez does not care about how the U.S. men's national team plays.
Oh, my goodness.
All he cares about is results. Respect.
I would take it back.
Respect
me.
All you want is results. You don't care how they play. You love Berhalter ball. That's why you wore the shirt back in the day, isn't it?
I have the shirt, by the way.
That's right. That's right.
It's a collector's
Look at
item.
you.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.